Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. If I get eaten by lions, it's David's fault.
So we are right now inside Nairobi National Park. Just give you a brief history about this park. It's one of the unique park that we have in Kenya. It's one of the smallest park that we have in Kenya, which is approximately 117 square kilometers. And it's also one of the park that is in a capital city in the whole world. It's only 6 kilometers away from the capital city. It's also one of the oldest park to be gazetted. That was in the year 1946. So the park has different species of animals. As I told you earlier, we don't have the elephant because the park is quite small to accommodate the elephants, but we have the other different species of animals that we have. So we have the big four. I know probably some of you may know or not know the big five animals in Africa. I'll just mention them for you. And these are lion, leopard, rhino, buffalo, and the elephant. So the Nairobi National Park, we only have the four. That is the lion, leopard, buffalo, and the rhinos. So this park is also a sanctuary. They are protecting both the black and the white and the black rhinos. So we have quite a number of them inside the park. So we'll be able to look at them. We also have the lions. We have prides of lion here. Approximately like about 6 prides of lions inside the park. So we'll be going to the different territories and see if you'll be lucky at least to find a pride or two. We also have the other different species of animals. We have the zebras, we have the giraffes, we have the antelopes, we have the gazelles. That's the 2 species of gazelles, the Thompson gazelle and the Grant gazelle. And we also have the wildebeest, and not forgetting maybe the zebra. If I mention the zebra, we also have the zebras. So we'll also be seeing the skyline of the city as we are doing the game drive. So it will be a connection of the two, the city and the wild. The city and the wild. So let's see what we get with Mr. Carmichael. I hope we'll be able to get quite a number of things that we have in the Nairobi National Park. So let's get it on and see what we have. Okay? Good.
Woohoo! Oh, jeez. So if I go to the bigger safaris with the natural habitat of all African animals, it would be flat like all of this.
This will be the same thing that you see in the other parks that we have. It's only that now you'll be seeing maybe it's bigger than this one, but everything that you see inside this park is the same thing that you'll see in the other bigger parks. All the savanna grassland you have seen, the animals that you've seen, they behave the same even in the other bigger parks. And most of it is that they are bigger than this one. As I told you earlier when we began, that this park is one of the smallest park. We have the largest park, which is called Tsavo National Park, and is approximately about 21,000 square kilometers.
Wow.
So the Nairobi National Park is a portion of the Tsavo National Park.
Yeah. Does your rhino have any predators?
Yes, so what you're seeing right now, this is the white rhino. So even though it's not white in color, you might be wondering why I'm saying white, and the color is so different. So the main reason why they are called the white rhino, it's because before they were called the white rhino, they were called the wheat rhino. This is Dutch, they were calling them the wheat rhino. But the Africans from South Africa corrupted the name wheat to white. So it's a corruption of that name. The wheat, they were referring to the wide mouth of the rhino. So they were calling it the wide mouth rhino in Dutch. But the Africans corrupted the name wheat to white.
The white mouth.
Yes. So that's why we call them the white rhino. These are the second largest land mammal from the elephant. They weigh approximately 3.6 tons. That's a fully grown male white rhino. So for them, they don't have much of the predator. The only predator that we say is human being, because they kill them because of their horn. And what makes the rhino's horn is what we call keratin. It's the same thing that makes your fingernails, and is only that is tough with the hair. So it is of no use of the, for people to just kill the rhino for the horn. So the white rhino is the most is a social animal. That's why we're able to see it very close. But the cousin, which is the black rhino, is a bit antisocial. It's a bit shy. That's why it's also very hard to get to see the black rhino. But you are lucky that you are seeing one of the big five, which is the white rhino. But the white rhino also has a subspecies of the rhino, which is called the northern white rhino. So you have two subspecies of white rhino. That is the southern white rhino, what you're seeing, and the northern white rhino, which is now critically endangered because you only have two remaining northern white rhino.
Wow.
That is a mother and a daughter, and they are protected in Kenya in a place called Olpajeta.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
So probably if you will get time one of these fine days of the year, you might decide to go and visit the last surviving northern white rhino, which is a bit different from the southern white rhino that you are seeing right now. Though we do not have any surviving northern male white rhino.
Wow.
The last one died in 2019 because of old age. Yes, so that is what we have right now.
Wow.
Yes, so we were seeing the skyline of the city, and we were wondering is that was the city, the way it is built. That was part of the park, and the city started growing in the year 1899 when we had the railway line being built, and when the British were doing the railway line, and they were starting it from the coast. As they approached Nairobi, this area was very favorable for them, because it was very cool and was less of mosquito, so there was less transmission of the malaria, and that's why they decided now this is the place now that they settled in, and that's how the city grew from what you're seeing right now to what you're seeing back there. So, and because of the pressure that we are having also with the population that is growing, we have a part of the road that you're seeing the cars passing, that is part of the park. So the pressure is going on the park because of the population that we have of Nairobi, which we approximate the population of Nairobi is like 5 million people living in Nairobi, 6 million in a day. That means 1 million commits into the Nairobi city center. So with that kind of population, and it's still growing, so we'll still have pressure from this park, but we are hoping that that pressure does not kill this wonderful park that we have in the central business district.
Look at how high the grass is. It's not even tall. It's about knee high. But it's 3 lion.
Yep.
It's 3 lion over there by that tree.
Yes, so we have 3 lions there. It's very hard to tell them because when they lie down, they camouflage to the grass. So even when you're passing through, it's very hard to tell that we have 3 lions lying down, relaxing, because they have already had their meal. So it's time to relax, and they spend most of their time sleeping, 16 to 20 hours sleeping. So after they get their meal, so what they do next is they will drink a lot of water, and the hunt can last them for 4 or 5 days. Then they will hunt back again.
Wow.
Yep.
So how does like the Maasai people maneuver around wildlife like this?
Yeah, so we see the Maasai, we say that they are conservationists because they have stayed for this with these animals for the longest time possible, longest than any other human being, because they have learned their characteristics, they have learned their traits, each and everything that the wildlife or the wild animals do. They have known that, and that's why they're able even to crisscross in the parks and not being attacked by the lion. Because they have lived with these animals for quite some time, and that's why we have reserve. That is, we have national reserve where they allow human activities in the reserve, because those are conservation area. They don't have a fence like the way we have in Nairobi National Park. We have now reserves where we have now the Maasai. You'll see when you go to the reserves, you'll see that you have cows. At the same time, you're seeing lions and you're seeing the zebras together.
Wow.
It's because this is a conservation area. They don't want to fence it off. They want the coexistence of human and also the wildlife, because that is what has been happening even before everybody knew that we have the wildlife and all that kind of thing. So they have been used to that. That's why the Maasai, for me, we call them the big 6. Because when you come, you want to see the Maasai.
Yes.
So the big 5 and the Maasai. So we call them the big 6.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's the 3 old men that you're talking about.
Yes.
They were thirsty. Came to get some water. Right now, we are taking a break.
Yes, so this place that we are right now, this is a very important place to Kenya and also to the world. Though we do not have any elephant inside the park, this place represents a lot of elephants that were killed from the 70s up to now. This is called the Ivory Burning Site. And this site, we have 3 ash piles that were burned in 3 different years. And why the ivory was burned is so that Kenya was sending a strong message to the world that Kenya was against poaching. And poaching or sport hunting, that is what it began as, sport hunting. Then after that, people started doing it for money, where we had now poaching for the elephants and the rhino's horn. And then we had the sport hunting was banned in the year 1989. And then in that year, there was a lot of ivory that was confiscated back then. They confiscated 12 tons of ivory.
Wow.
And they banned the 12 tons of ivory in the year 1989. Back then in 89, that ivory costed 60 million Kenya shillings, but they banned the ivory and televised it to the whole world to show that Kenya was against poaching. Then in 2015, they also had a stretch of confiscated ivory. 15 tons of ivory were confiscated, and they banned the 15 tons of ivory. Then 1 year later, they confiscated 100 tons of ivory. That was a very big stretch, and they banned also that one. But something had to be done, and what the government decided of doing that time is to improve the jail term from 4 years, 7 years to about to life imprisonment. So at least by that at least it has changed the population of the elephants. Now the population is growing right now. So I'll show you the ash piles that was done. The one that you're seeing in the middle, that was done in the year 1959. The one you're seeing in the middle, and the one that you're seeing on the side, that was in 2015. And the big pile, that was in 2016.
Wow.
So this area represents a lot of elephants that were killed from that time up to now. And in that point is also a picnic site. So this place you are allowed now to alight, and we'll be alighting and now walk through the burning site.
Okay. Oops.
Yes. This is the ivory burning site that we have. That is burnt in the year 1989, 12 tons of ivory. The second one, in 2015, 15 tons of ivory. That is a combination of the elephant's tusks and also the rhino's horn. So this was the big consignment, and this is 100 tons. Though they did not burn it here because it was a very big pile. So what they did is that they combined 10 tons of 10 bunches, and they burned them from that side. So that is 10 piles for 10 bunches, and then after that, when it burned to ashes, then they brought the ashes onto this place.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah. Wow. So people also will come here for weddings and also for picnic sites.
They have weddings right here?
Yes. They will have a tent around this place. If you have an evening thing that you want to do around here,
Yeah.
you want your wedding being done here, you just book. Then you have a tent being erected here, and you can have your wedding around the park.
But this is in the park where the lions are.
Yes, this is where we have the lions are. That's why we have the rangers around.
Okay.
If there is security needed, then they will provide for that. If you have a picnic,
Okay.
you want an event being held there. But in a normal operation, we'll have people coming here without the security guys. Because
Wow.
this is an area that has been designated for people to alight and also do some washroom. We also have washroom.
Where's washroom at?
Just straight on where the guys are. That's the washroom where it is.
Okay. Oh yeah, I need to use that.
Yes.
Wow. You can have a wedding here in the middle of all this nature.
Yes.
Wow. That's good.
These are the Masai ostrich. We have 3 males and 1 female. So how you tell a female from a male? You look at the color. The males are black and white. The female are grayish brown in color. And
I see.
yes. So there we'll be having a competition on who to take the lady. That is the female. Yes. And what they do is that they perform a dance. The males will dance for the female, and when they are dancing, as you look at them, you'll see that the neck is turning pink and the thighs are turning pink. So with the combination of the pink, black and white and the dance, with the best dancer will take the female.
Wow.
So that's what happens in courtship in the ostrich.
Wow. Well,
Yes.
that's pink right there.
Yes.
Lots of water, I see. So this guy in the front got the girl, and these two didn't. Wow. Excellent.
Because he's very pink
Yes.
compared to the others, eh?
Exactly.
So he's more attractive and probably also a very good dancer, eh?
Wow.
Okay.
Okay. This Impala is keeping an eye out on the lion.
So we are going to see the houses that how they were being built traditionally. And the first house that we are starting with is from Mijikenda. Mijikenda is a tribe that comes from the coast. That is Mombasa. So we're going to Mombasa. We have Mombasa. We have Malindi. We have Diani.
Wow.
So this is how they used to make their houses.
This is what I wanted to see when I came here.
Okay. So this is the way they used to build their houses. This was a watchtower. They could look out for any incoming men. This was just the storage. And these houses you're seeing, all this, they also belongs to wives. And that was for the main man. That's the first wife hut.
The main wife.
Yes, that's the first wife hut. Then we have the second wife. That's the second wife.
Second wife.
Yes, and then these other ones are from now the children, that is girls and boys. And this is where the men used to work, the main man. That was like a workshop there. You can get into the first wife hut and see how it was made. It's only that this is big, but it's the same with the second wife. It's only that is small, eh? But this is now the main.
Wow.
Been through, eh?
First wife hut. Oh Jesus! This is Carmichael Musiclover. You got. This is the first wife's hut. Married men and their first wife.
Yes.
I'm going in. Oh Jesus! I can't do it.
Down.
God.
Good.
Oh my God.
Yes. So, mind the head. Okay, this is the fireplace where they will come. Or the first wife, second wife will come here and then listen to the story of the man. This is now the bedroom. They used to
Wow.
just chill out. Yes. The utensils used to be stored around here. This is broken, so they used to put the utensils around here as they are listening to having a meal together with the whole family.
So they would actually sleep on the ground right here?
No, that's where they will sleep at.
I mean, or they would sit here?
They will just sit around, yes, on the ground. They will sit around on the ground, just listening. Because right now this is not well done, because what happens is that this will be like it will not be dusty like this, because we'll have the women just pouring water so that it can be just as flat as possible.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
So this is all grass and some twigs from the tree.
And it's waterproof and everything?
This is waterproof, yes.
Wow.
That's why you see we have had a very heavy rain for the last 1 month. You don't see anything inside here that has leaked in.
No mold or
no.
nothing.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay. Good. Now we're going out again.
Me in this hut. I'm too tall for this hut. Wow. This is the husband and first wife's hut. Let's go to the second wife. He grabbed this right here. Yes. Me coming out of there. Okay, let's try this. Oh God. Good. And this one is
This was what do we call it? Is like what we have right now. What do we call it? The dining room, eh? So this is like the place they will come, all of them.
Dining room.
They will just have stories. You see, this is the chair, yeah?
Oh wow!
That they were using the chair, so they will just sit around and chat how the day has been.
Wow, that is a dining room.
Those are for the boys.
For the
hut.
Boys' hut. Wow. Second wife.
Not that good.
Wow.
Our friend here, Mr. Pumba.
Oh wow.
Say hi.
Look here. Just walking around.
Hog. It's called the what hog?
Wow. Wild hog just walking around. I'm in my first village. Oh, look at this. They just chilling. Boomba. That's the watch out. Okay.
Not visiting the Taita because it's almost the same.
Okay.
Because those are the people from the coast. Eh?
Okay.
So we'll do a different one. That is Luo. Luo. And that will be very familiar because Obama's father grew up in a setup like this. Yeah, Obama, the former US president. So you can take the Luo. That's the Luo. Yes, now we're getting into Obama's village.
So these are different tribes.
Yes, that is Luo. So this is how the father of Obama, this is the setup that he was raised in. So in the village, this is how it looks.
This is how a village looks.
Yes. In Luo land, that is Luo, the tribe where Obama comes from. So this is a grandmother's house. The main house for the first wife is back there. And if you have noticed that most of the first wife were built a bigger house
yes.
than the second and the first. So to just bring status, who came first.
Yes.
Yes. So this is where the cattle used to stay.
Okay.
It's a granary for the husband. The granary for the husband where the food will be stored. This is where all the wives should just take produce from, and this is the first wife hut. And also in this tribe, at least the husband also had a hut.
Yeah.
So, but this was the first wife.
Okay.
But the husband also had a hut for himself.
He did?
Yes. So that's the husband's hut.
Wow.
though not that fancy like the first wife. So they valued the first wife more than the others. Yes. So
And these are made out of clay.
yeah, these are made out of clay and red alluvial soil, and it's very good also for planting also. Yeah. So let's us get into the Luo first wife house.
Oh, wow. The climbing into this one right here, y'all. Here we go. Here you go. Inside.
Yes.
Here you go. The hogs don't come in here or nothing?
They do come, but that is at night.
Oh, it's dark. Well, spacious. Once you get in here,
Yes.
it opens right up.
Yes.
Yeah, once you get in here, it's pretty spacious. Wow. How long would it take to build something like this?
So the humans were very fast in building this, but it will take them some few weeks to just build this.
Wow.
Because yes, it was like a community thing. They used to
I see.
each other to do this.
Okay.
Yes, it's only that right now you have to pay for any building, but that back in the days it was something community.
Yes.
Each one of them was helping each other to do most of the planting seasons, when you have planting season, making the houses.
So this is the door, or what's
Yeah,
the?
this is the door. This is the door.
Wow. Front porch.
Like a corridor.
Oh wow.
Yes. And then coming out. Okay.
Here we go. Okay. Wow. Man, this is a perfect tour. This is stuff I wanted to see when I came. And here it is. Villages. Wow.
The boys' hut.
This is like the middle class version.
Yes.
Wow.
This we call it a boma.
Okay.
A boma is like now the house that consists of a man and the wives.
Oh, I see.
But
I see.
now the village now is consisting of many different men
Bomas,
and
okay.
their wives.
Their wives. Oh,
So
yes,
this
yes.
is a boma.
Okay.
Boma is this,
Okay.
the enclosure that we have here.
I see.
But then now if we say the village is like a combination of this, all this.
All this. I
Yes,
got
yes,
it.
yes.
I got
But
it.
belonging to one tribe.
I see.
Yes, yes, yes.
Wow.
So we'll just do one more house.
Okay.
And because of we have to go and see the
Yeah.
dance, you have to see the dances.
So we're walking down, as you can see, the street of different tribe bomas, right?
Yes. Different bomas.
Bomas.
So we have done the Nilots, we have done the Bantus. So we do one of a different one. Let me
Oh man, it's an intersection of nothing. But I'm gonna come back here like in the future. But about how many different layouts is it?
23.
Wow.
So 23 bomas, eh? So we just be visiting few. This one we just take a photo,
Okay.
a video. This is Kisii. This is from western part.
So this is the Kisii tribe. I've heard of this one before.
Yes, yes, yes. This is a Kisii tribe.
Kisii.
Kisii, yes.
Yeah.
So almost the same setup. Almost the same setup. It's only now that it's a bit different. The location, the way they locate, the way the husband-wife construction is very different for other tribes.
Okay.
Because each of them have their own beliefs
Okay.
about how you construct a husband house or a wife house. Eh?
Okay.
But the setup is still the same. You can just see
Yeah.
and you can tell
Yeah.
by this one. Eh?
Mhm.
Because they neighbor each other. The Luo, Kuria, and the Kisii. They're almost in the same neighborhood. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But now this one you can be able to tell that when you say so the cattle shed for the Luo, it was enclosed in one area. But
Yeah.
now this one, you see, we have the house for the boys, and then the sheep are inside there. So is only the setup.
Oh. I know someone who lived in a village
Yes.
where they grew up with the sheep inside of their thing.
Yes, yes. So this is the Kisi. This is what has.
I think she was Kisi tribe.
Yes.
Yeah, she told me. She said I used to sleep with the sheep.
Yes, this is now what happens. Yes. You see now the setup is very different. Eh?
Yeah.
The whole thing is almost the same with the thatches, the way you build.
Yeah.
But now how your tribe consider if do you have to sleep with the sheep or no? So they just make it.
Wow. Okay, so this is what she was talking about. Yes. I said when I come to Kenya,
Yes.
I want to take a tour of your village because it looked like this. And she said, well,
Yes.
my parents are very proud. And she said, if you come with your cameras and stuff, they will feel like,
Yeah, you are intruding in.
yes. And it made them feel like they're poor or
Yeah.
they're doing something wrong because. And so I understood what she was saying. So I said, let's just cancel that. And now you've allowed me to see it without offending someone.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why when you told me about that, so I had to think a lot of things. What
Yes.
do you need? And
Yeah.
I understand whatever.
Oh,
Yes.
perfect. Perfect.
So we now going for the dances.
All right. So, guys, when y'all come to Kenya, you need to ask for this tour guide right here.
Yes, Mr. David.